next topic is compound interest or CI. If the lender and the borrower agrees to fix upon a certain interval of time called the conversion period, after which the amount will be treated as the principal. So let us say that the conversion period we have is 1 year. So after 1 year, our principal was rupees 100 and our amount became 110 after 1 year. So in the second year, the amount 110 would be treated as the principal. So the amount after a conversion period is treated as a new principal. So in compound interest, we would be having different principal amounts after different conversion periods. So in this way, when we calculate our interest, that is called compound interest. So compound interest basically means that the principal would change after every conversion period. So the basic difference between simple interest and compound interest is that the principal changes in compound interest while it remains same in simple interest. So in SI, the principal would remain constant throughout the loan period. So principal remains same throughout the loan period, it does not change. While in compound interest, principal changes after every conversion period. After every conversion period. So this is the basic difference between SI and CI. Rate of interest is always given annually, so rate is always given as some percent per annum, but the interest can be compounded annually, half yearly, quarterly or even monthly. Let us say that the interest is compounded annually. What does that mean? When interest is calculated or interest is compounded annually, that means the conversion period would be 1 year. So after 1 year, the amount would become the principal for another year or the next year. And let us say if the interest is compounded half yearly, so there will be 2 conversion periods in an year. So after 6 months or half year, the amount would become principal for the next 6 months. So there would be 2 conversion periods in half yearly. If the interest is compounded half yearly, so there would be 2 conversion periods, but rate always remains same. Rate does not change. It would be given as per annum only. But if interest is compounded half yearly, then we would be having 2 conversion periods. That mean after 6 months or half year, after 6 months, what would happen? The amount we have earned would become the principal for next 6 months. So this way, rate remains the same for the whole year, but the interest gets compounded half yearly. Similarly, if the interest is compounded quarterly means 3 months. So 1 quarter means 3 months. How many quarters would there be in an year? There would be 4 quarters. 4 quarters in an year, so there would be 4 conversion periods in an year when interest is compounded quarterly. This means after every 3 months, the amount would become the principal and rate would apply to that new principal. In monthly, if the interest is compounded monthly, then how many months we have? 12 months. After each one month, the amount would become the principal for our second month. That means we get new principal every month. Now let us see how to calculate the compound interest when interest is compounded annually. So this, let us say this is our first point. When interest is compounded annually. So our formula here would be A, that is our amount, is equals to P, our principal, multiplied by 1 plus our rate upon 100 raised to the power n. N here is our number of conversions. Let us say we have 2 conversions, so there will be 2. If we have 4 conversions, it would be 4, and so on. So n means the number of conversion periods we have. And other symbols, A is amount, P is principal, R is our rate. We can find out anything very easily. Another important thing is you have to remember that it is the formula for the amount, not the interest or the compound interest. In SI, we used to have the formula SI is equals to PRT by 100. So that was the formula for interest, but this is the formula for amount. In compound interest, so how do we find compound interest? We know interest is equal to amount minus principal, that is P 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n minus P. So this is our formula for compound interest, and further taking P common, we will get 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n minus 1. So this is our formula for compound interest. Now let us do a question on compound interest. Ruhi deposited rupees 7,000 in a finance company for 3 years at an interest of 15% per annum, compounded annually. What is the compound interest and the amount that Ruhi gets after 3 years? So principal would be 7,000 here, and she deposited it for 3 years. So time we have is 3 years at a rate of 15% per annum, compounded annually. So 15% is the rate. We have to find the interest and the amount. So we have the formula amount is equals to P 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n. So P we have 7,000, 1 plus R is 15 divided by 100 raised to the power n. We have 3 years. As the interest is compounded annually, so there will be only 3 conversion periods. So raised to the power 3. Now 100 plus 100 ones are 100 plus 15, so this will give us 115. 100 plus 15, 115. Now we have to solve this. This will give us 115 into 115 into 115 upon 100 into 100 into 100. If we open the cube. So 0 gets cancelled, one more 0 gets cancelled. Now we just have to calculate them. I know this is a big calculation, but we need to do that. This will give us 1520875 multiplied by 7 divided by 1000. So on further multiplying this, we get 10646,125 divided by 1000. So this gives us, as it is divided by 1000, we can put a decimal after 3 values. So this will give us 10646.125 rupees. This is our amount. So we found our amount and we are left with finding the interest. So our compound interest would be equal to our amount minus principal. Amount we have is 10646. We can take it as an approximate value. This will be equal to 10646. So we have taken the approximation. 10646 minus principal, and the principal was 7000. What do we get? 6463. This is our interest. So we got the interest as 3646, and this is our amount 10,646.